Hi, in this tutorial video, I'm going to show you how to batch create fresh pins for your Pinterest account to sell your products a little bit more efficiently. So if you purchase one of my pin template sets, then you downloaded a PDF that looks like this. You would click the link to download your files, and it'll prompt you to make a copy of the template like this. It'll be copy of, and then the name that I've named the file. So you can rename this to pin templates, however you want to name it to keep track of it. Then the templates are here with drag and drop spaces for your product photos and some already stored fonts and colors that are completely customizable through Canva. So if you don't have a Canva account, these particular pin templates will not work. You will need a free Canva account, but all of the fonts that I've stored in here and the colors obviously are free. So you do not have to upgrade to a professional account in order to access them. But if you have a paid account already, then you likely have some sort of brand kit put together with your fonts. So you can change these colors to any color that you want. If you hired a designer at some point or you created your own brand colors and you have hex codes stored, you can just copy and paste them into here and you can change them to any color you want. And then once you've changed a color, it will be stored as document colors. So any colors you create, you can access right here. And then the same with fonts. You can choose any font that you want. If you have uploaded, like you can see that I've uploaded some fonts here. I've saved some as my brand fonts. But then all of the ones that I have purchased and uploaded here, it separates those. And then all other fonts, which there are hundreds upon hundreds in Canva, you can see here, if there's a little crown next to it, that means that you may be charged a small fee when you go to download that resource from Canva if you do not already have a professional account. Just as a totally unsolicited plug here, the professional account for Canva is 1000% worth it. Some people get overwhelmed when they first download an account or when they first set one up because it feels like there's too much to learn. But once you get the hang of it, it really is your right-hand person for all things business. And so the professional level monthly fee that I pay is more than worth it. But all that aside, because I'm not being paid by Canva to say that. Once you've changed the colors and the fonts to match your brand, you can change down here to be your TPT store name, your website name if you're pinning a blog post, whatever you want to write down here. Or the other beautiful thing about Canva is anything I've put in here, you can delete if you don't like it, or just Control Z, Command Z, depending on your computer, to bring it back. You also can get rid of this entirely and upload your logo into Canva, and you can store it, and then you could just insert it here. Once you've customized the templates, then all that's left to do is to go into photos. So you would want to upload a series of photos. Let me scroll way, way back in the archives here to find something that I have kind of a series of photos for. Go back to this. Okay, we can do this. So we will do my rainbow decor. I think I've used this to demonstrate these in the past. So all you're going to do is you're going to take a photo shoot session. You can be more organized than I am. You can see I just scrolled through for forever. I have only recently started creating folders to label my photos so that I can really quickly access my photos. But all you're going to do is you're going to take a photo you like and drag it over. So once you've renamed your text and your pictures, you're just going to drag the picture in, and then I'm going to repeat. And if you don't like the way that a picture is kind of framed, you can click crop and slide and adjust things around. And then drag this one in here if it'll let me. Sometimes it's a little slow depending on what my computer is trying to do. But here I'm just taking this handful. A lot of these pictures are really similar. So I'm just going through this handful of pictures, and I'm rotating them out, but to be completely honest with you, the format of these pin designs is different enough that all you would need to do is really just have one or two photos and drag them into the pins to create 10 fresh pins, because the way that the blocks are designed and where the text is located is just slightly different enough in each of these that you really could just use the same photo and Pinterest will still code it as fresh. Now, I am recording this on, what day is it? September 13th, 2020. So if you're from the future and you're watching this, that may not be the case. But if you're watching this in recent history, then chances are good that fresh pins are still prioritized. And the way to get fresh pins is to restructure the design. And you can layer in as many images as you want. You could do 10 with the same couple of images and then download those and then duplicate them again with a couple new images. And then one other trick for you, because video pins are, they are being circulated at such a higher rate. One other trick that Canva has now is when you kind of click out of the frame, you don't have text or anything highlighted, this little animate button pops up. And whatever slide you are hovering over, you can apply, let's do this one, I like this one. You can apply an animation. This will download this particular pin as an MP4 file. So when you put it into Pinterest, Pinterest will read it as a video, even though all you did was layer some animation. You can also do this in PowerPoint and Keynote if you use Keynote, so you don't necessarily need Canva to achieve this effect, but just as a pro tip, you can apply animation, the same animations. Let's say you really, really like the way Tumble looks. You can just click apply to all pages and then boom, you made 10 still image pins, and then you apply the animation to all of them and you re-download them as videos, and now you have 10 video pins, all for one product, which is huge bang for your buck when it comes to time and efficiency. One note about Canva though, when you want to download them as a video, if you just download MP4 video right off the bat, the automatic setting is that it will download all 10 pages as one continuous video. So you do need to go in and select page 1, which is your first slide here, and download that as a video, and then go in and select 2 and unselect 1, download that as a video. You'll need to repeat that as many times as you have pins that you wanted to add animation to, just as a note. All right, guys, so I don't know that I mentioned this at the beginning, but my name is Stephanie of Simple Marketing Tools, and that is a little Pinterest tutorial for you. Please check back in for more tutorials in the future.